All right, I'm recording and we're live. There you go. All right, we should be and we're live. There you go. I can hear me. I can hear everything. It's time. All right. Shit, y'all want to do check-ins? Are we doing check-ins today, or are we not doing it?
I'm pretty sure we all know how we feel.
I was gonna say, do we even need to do check-ins at this point? I mean, shit. Let me go ahead and because I forgot we're doing the social media thing, so of course we gotta spread the things out. I haven't done a live stream in forever for this shit. It feels like forever. Oh shit! Oh, for those who are watching this, we're doing like a live stream playthrough. Yeah, episode. So,
Playthrough, hello.
Yeah,
my guy's in there.
I'm transitioning to the mode, my G.
Right.
It's time.
One
time.
thing is for sure today, we ain't playing no fucking games.
Oh my goodness. All right, I think y'all see everything. Y'all see. We live. Got some water. We're gonna need that for this one. All right, I think I'm ready. I'm ready. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
I am ready.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, all right. What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to episode number 13 of the Royal Roundtable podcast. It is the boy, the host, Sacred Almighty, and my three amazing co-hosts. Everybody say hi. How y'all doing?
Three?
My two.
What it do, baby?
I keep including myself. I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Part of the podcast. You are. That's fine.
Unfortunately.
How's everybody doing today on this beautiful Sunday morning or afternoon, wherever you may be? Could be either or.
I know, Yoku, you gonna say hi, Yoku?
I thought I did. Hey, what's up? How you guys doing?
I didn't hear him.
I didn't hear him say shit.
I said what it do, baby. Like my usual cast of things that I do, you know. But like, I mean, look, if nobody heard it, it's cool. It's whatever. Hey, what's going on? I don't know. Like I already have this the digital energy in the room.
Oh,
A certain way.
You can feel the tone of the podcast.
Yeah,
I got you. So obviously we are recording this. Today is Sunday. We're recording this the day of because we wanted today's podcast to be a special podcast because today we're actually going to be discussing current events of the world right now. So we are live streaming this over on the Twitch. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel and or listening via Spotify and or Anchor, definitely be sure to rate the podcast however you do so. And if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to leave a like on the video as well as the highlights, if there are going to be highlights after this as well. So with that being said, man,
what is
the
that?
last week has been very, 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 very eventful. Very I don't know. Where do we go? I woke up one morning to. Can I go? Is it me?
Yeah, no, you good. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I guess for the guys who are filtering in, I guess we should explain like the ground rules of this particular.
Oh, that's
podcast.
right.
Oh yeah. This is not going to be done how we normally do it.
Yeah.
Did you post on
won't
Royal?
be any jump in opinionated things in the middle of everyone's talking. So we're all gonna go, and nobody's gonna jump in, and we're all gonna basically say our piece. And at the end, if you guys have questions in the chat, then we may answer a couple questions. But this is really going to be like a thought piece episode. It's going to be something that we're getting off our chests, and we're hopefully a little bit of educating and a little bit of I don't know. It's more education than anything, but it is something that we all three really feel strongly about because of the situation and because we're all black and because of things have to change. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and take it, Nick.
I woke up one Monday morning to a video of a man being murdered. I saw a knee on a neck, and I saw a grown man calling for his deceased mother, which I didn't know until after the fact. But I knew something was wrong when I saw this grown man yelling for his mom, and his mom is just nowhere to be found. It's just the person that's recording and like two people saying get off of him or whatever. I saw 3 other police officers kind of just sitting there telling the people that are watching, step back and just sit there while this man is slowly drifting off. He's passing. A couple weeks before that, I saw a man running from a car. I saw a man get shot, and then come to find out, I think he was hung or something like that. I'm talking about Ahmad. Was he hung?
No, he wasn't hung.
He wasn't hung.
Shot.
I don't know why somebody said that on the whatever. So he was shot, and we saw it, we heard it, and he just slowly just started just limping away, and he obviously fell. We also heard the story of Breonna Taylor, who was shot whilst being asleep, and her boyfriend shot back at the police officers. And I'm pretty sure that was his gun, his legal gun or whatever.
Yeah.
And that all happened in the span of a couple weeks, like a month or so. And wow. Then, obviously, as events played out the last week or so, there's been constant stories of the police getting involved and police treating people, protesters, peaceful protesters, like animals. Just the other day, not even yesterday, I saw a video of a white guy being protected by 2 officers who just ran over a black protester. Who come to find out, that same white guy has a Nazi symbol tattoo right here. And the guy that he ran over is dead. There was a GoFundMe for it, but that he died literally while I guess that was just there. But I'm gonna keep it a brick with you. I don't know. I'm tired. I think we're all just exhausted. I'm good on going to the timeline on my regular bullshit just to see my regular bullshit be disrupted by just death, and not just a specific death. It's the same shit we've read in history books time and time again. Every single year, every single February, you hear about the same people. But then as the years go on, you hear about literally the exact same incidents. And that's racism just being alive and well in 2020 during a time where the world should be as advanced as it should possibly be, whether it's, socially, and just, it's dumb. I'm good. I think, literally, I saw the video of the guy being run over by that white supremacist guy on the day that I said I was going to take a step away from Twitter, because for a while, for that whole week last week, I've kind of just been like, I kind of overconsumed on this shit. I'm not going to lie to you. I was on Twitter threads. I was looking at like dates from back in the day, 1960s, 70s. Just looking at like shit imagery that I honestly just don't want to see. I'm tired of seeing people being hung. I'm tired of seeing people being shot. I'm tired of seeing people being like mauled by fucking dogs. And it's just, I don't know. I was really fucking like depressed the last couple days. And then come to find out my aunt is like about to pass away soon. So it's kind of just like this mixed in with that. But then seeing more of that as I'm trying to like cope with what's going on personally, it's exhausting. It's exhausting to a degree that I kind of just don't. It's weird. I can't sit here and tell you like, oh hey, let's try to keep our heads high and let's be together and keep each other up and shit. Cause it's just like, dog, fuck that shit. I'm mad. I'm genuinely mad. I'm mad. Like there's. Every single time I see a video, every single time I see a tweet, every single time I see a fucking GoFundMe, a little fucking petition, I just get mad. I just get mad because if you keep reading these fucking paragraphs, it's always some like young person, some old guy, and they're all black. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing the police get away with this shit and like there's nothing being done. I'm tired of seeing fucking white supremacists and fucking Nazi people get this like weird treatment and shit when it's like, y'all know we fought in the same war, right? Why are Nazis just so why are they giving like this okay to rally up and shit and assemble, but here we are fighting for like human rights and shit, and we're the guys that are disrupting the balance and shit. What's going on here? When they had that whole neo-Nazi shit back in where was that? That was wasn't that like Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania? Where was that?
I don't remember. I think was it.
I would have straight up told you Alabama, no cap. But
where was that? That was
I don't know. Let's find out. You said it was
Charlottesville.
That sounds really close. What was the? Let's see here.
Charlottesville, Virginia. Hold on. Let me get it. Yep. It's Charlottesville.
Okay,
White supremacist group came to Charlottesville. Yeah. It's this one. There's no. I just don't understand the reason why that is so well received, in the eyes of the law, in the eyes of the government, but yet the world coming together, trying to get justice, and even then, like a community of people trying to receive justice for not just one, not just two, not just 3, 4 or 5, for hundreds of years of bullshit. I don't understand the reason. I don't understand the reason for it. Why are there these hate groups and these really fucking terrible people being protected when all we want is just love and peace? Can I just not live? Why is it that me being black, right? Why is it such a big fucking deal to people to the point where I can die? Has anybody here felt secure around a police officer?
No.
That's funny.
Even I know we're not interrupting, but I guess since you asked the question, I have to respond.
Oh no, y'all can come in. I'm here.
Even with the black cops, because it's very rare that I'm in a situation where it's only a black cop, right? And if it's a black sheriff or a police officer of higher power than a standard police officer, they feel as though they're closer to that white sheriff, closer to the white cop. So they have this like ooze of power about them. They have to prove something, right? That they're better than you. They're the cop. You're not. You know, they've done what they needed to work their way up in the rank. And so they do the same things that we deal with from white officers as well, is that they still mistreat you. They still label you as whatever it is they need to, and they go from there. And that just shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way. But I've never felt comfortable around any police officer. Even the few family members that I had that were cops, I'm just like, I really wish you would have put a different thing there, because that's just not the one.
Mikey?
I'm saving all my stuff for the end.
Okay. I don't understand. I'm tired. I'm pretty sure we're just tired. Why? I just don't. I'm sad. I'm sad because I wanted it. Honestly, bro, I felt inadequate a while ago. And I told you two about this shit before. because remember when this shit started, I wanted to go to like this rally that was in downtown of Chicago. I wanted to go there.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all told me, not to for the sake of, my responsibilities and whatnot. But it kind of just felt like I looked at myself for a minute, and it was like, I don't live a conventional life. I don't live like a regular 9-to-5 joint. I'm kind of just doing my own thing, and that's just it. But obviously, I looked at myself like, what the fuck am I doing to change anything? I was like, what am I doing to help to better everything that's going on? All I can do is just post a couple tweets on social media, post some trash ass fucking videos, and that's it. And I'm just like, I feel like I could do more, right? And honestly, it just comes down to just like, I just felt like I was like inadequate as a black man, not sticking up for what's going on right now. But at the same time, it's like, there are people who can't even stop to protest because they have to work, and just because you're not there in person doesn't mean you're not behind the cause in general. So 100%, I'm gonna let my two friends go off, because I don't know, I'm just really sad, really heartbroken, disappointed. I'm mad, frustrated, everything. I'm tired of seeing people of black color die, especially when it's from people that should be protecting and withholding the law. And it's just dumb. I'm good. I can go on like countless rants about how many times I've been racially profiled by police officers and white people, and when I've been arrested and treated like shit before. I can go, but then it's just the Nick podcast at that point, so I'm just not gonna bother. But I think 100%. I don't want this to be a trend. I don't want this to be something that people forget. I don't want this to be something that people. Oh, dog, yeah. That's a topic. That's a topic too. Everybody who's like using this shit as like a means of like clout. Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna take a picture so I can show my friends and my family that I stood up for black people, and yeah, I'm gonna have a whole fucking IG photo shoot. Come the fuck on, bruh. We watch the same fucking video. Mm-hmm. We read the same fucking articles. We watch the same videos. We read the same textbooks, my nigga. You just don't care as much as we do.
Yep.
Cause you're not black, or even if you are black, you disassociate yourself from some weird shit as if you not still nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Oh, I don't associate myself with the ghetto populace or some shit. You are still nigga. Still nigga. As long as you are black, they will still treat you like shit. I don't give a fuck what you identify as. What your views on the world are. What your fucking stance on law enforcement is. Sexuality, gender. If you are black, you are still nigga. And you were that before anything. I don't like these companies coming out doing all this fake ass like, Yeah, we've always been for the black people and for the black content creators. We've always done this, that, and the third and shit. No, the fuck you haven't. No, the fuck you have not. No, you have not. You mean to tell me the same company that rejected 5 or 6 black big streamers for like 3 white girl streamers with like less than they have been pro-black for 2 or 3 years? Fuck out of here, my nigga. You're a damn lie. And there's multiple cases of these same companies ignoring people of color, ignoring, not even hiring people of color based off names, skin color, background, and content creators just being black, or even just a couple months ago. Remember when Dave tried to sign up for that fucking
that voice acting
shit?
Yep.
And you read that reply?
Yeah, she said your voice is too black. I was like, wait, what? Like, how do you?
Are you fucking serious? Don't give me that bullshit. Like you've been for the fuck. No, the fuck you have not, bro. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that they are speaking up, because those same people that they denied are coming out saying, no, the fuck you weren't. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
No, the fuck you weren't. I could start naming a couple of fucking companies. I don't even know if I want to do all that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. Let the people involved tell their story. But these motherfuckers don't care about us. They never have. Black content creators been sitting here for fucking forever. Since the dawn of fucking creation. We have hella black inventors across the world. But let's talk about media, right? Since we're already in media, y'all know me, I'm a media guy. The 2 people here, right here next to me, we're media guys, right? Since the internet was a thing, since people found out you can make money off the internet, content creators of color, black people, have been here literally since the fucking beginning. I've been doing YouTube for, I want to say 10 years now. Twitch for about like 6, maybe 7. I've been on Twitter. I've been everywhere, on every social media site. And I have zero reason to cap to you. I remember when I was coming up, all I saw was comments saying, oh, you were too ghetto. This guy's too, quote unquote, black for me. He's not my cup of tea because I don't align with, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, and that's from fucking profile pictures of strangers that I've never met before. But the notion behind that is like, these people don't give a fuck about black people. The token black guy is a whitewashed black person. Not even being educated, right? Not even being educated and speaking proper and shit like that. Not even that, because those don't correlate at all. I'm talking about like the ones that don't curse. The ones that are very, just whitewashed. Best way I can put it. Really, really like...
proper in their speaking.
No, but that you can associate that with just intelligence in general, but not even that. I would say that to an extent, though. I would say that's a coon. Better example, a coon, essentially. The one who has to change who he is for the white people to
accept him,
to gain some type of like leverage over everybody else. You can't be yourself on the internet when you're black. You just can't. For you to be successful, you know how many, you know, yo, you wanna know what's crazy? You wanna know what's crazy to me? I remember back long time ago. Long time ago. I don't even remember who I was talking to. Somebody told me, "Hey, you and Shofu are you know, you guys do the exact same thing. Why are you not like where he's at?" I'm like, I don't know. Shofu's been doing this for like longer than I have. What do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? And somebody was like, "Oh, I mean, you could start rapping. You know, that gets a lot of views for people of." And I was, what? What did you say to me? And he was like, "No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say what you think I'm trying to say, but I'm saying, why not rap?" And I'm like, and it's in a Skype call, and I'm just like, I left. I was like, what, 17 or 18 when that call happened? And I was just like, bro, so for me to be like as big as Shofu, I have to rap. You know what I'm saying? I have to play Smash, be invested in some type of like anime or some shit. What? Because that's what gets the views for. Excuse the fuck out of me? What did you just say to me? I left the call. Got a whole paragraph. I apologize if my statement came off as race oriented. I don't give a fuck. No. Because if one thing my mama taught me is don't let nobody talk to you any way they feel like because of your skin color, because of your background, because of how old they are. None of that bullshit. My mama raised a soldier, dog. It's not happening. I refuse to be talked to like that. That's bullshit. You mean to tell me because if I want to be successful, I gotta be other people besides myself? And because they're black, I gotta be doing what they're doing because fuck out of here with that shit. I'm good on that. I'm good. If Nick ain't cut out for content creation, then fuck it. Nick is not cut out for it. But what I'm not gonna do is conform so I can get like some white desk ass nigga to fucking talk to me like how he wants to talk to me. It's just not happening, bro. And let's not talk about these. Nah. Let's not do that. Let's get back on these companies. Let's talk about these companies that people have been trying to get with. Like I said, who will dismiss emails, who will avoid you and shit like that. Next thing you know, you're on Twitter. And if you know what I'm talking about, right? Next thing you know, you're on Twitter and you see, hey, we just signed up with so-and-so. Use code this for this. And you see them and it's like some regular ass white girl, cleavage showing, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You less followers than this person that has been notifying the fuck, emailing back and forth. And you can't say it's not good content. Some of these hoes have fucking just a regular ass face cam with stock ass animations for the fucking Streamlabs projects, my G. 240p ass fucking cameras. That's quality? Man. And then, and this is why I love black folks, because if you go on if you go on Twitch, for example, because we're on Twitch, and everybody who's watching this right now, y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. If you look at a black if you look at like a successful black streamer on YouTube, there's not a lot of them. We have like what, Corey, the tech guy, right? Chris Smooth, Chris Smooth, and these are guys who are like big in their own right? But the majority of the successful folk are white. On Twitch, I would find 10 black people who have better quality. Bro, I can name you CJ, Afro. I would say I can give you like four female African American streamers. I can give you names. Let's just drop names in the chat, right? These people have the most fire quality, entertaining. They're talking to the fucking chat. We having conversations. Fuck the Black Hokage, yeah. Moon, bro, come on, bro. Fire ass camera quality, lights, custom made fucking emotes, talking to the chats. We having fire discussions, donos out the wazoo and shit, right? These people ain't getting no fucking love from no goddamn companies. It's the people who watch the streams. And mind you, bro, these people have like minus 100 viewers. Barely a couple thousand if they're big enough. So it's like, bro, don't sit here and come out and say you've been pro-black. No, the fuck you have not. Twitch has this thing on the... We're here on Twitch. Fuck it, let's do it. Twitch has this Black History Month thing, right? Where they will talk for... Black History Month is in February. We only get a day on Twitch. They will contact these black streamers. Ooh. They will contact these black streamers, not doing any type of like research on the people that they're talking about. They won't even reach out to these people unless it's for Black History Month. You will never see these black streamers in any Twitch promotion. You will never hear from these motherfuckers in any Twitch promotions. My nigga, you can't even see these people. These people aren't even on front page. But for a day, you will see them in a compilation Twitter video. They'll give you 10 fucking people all talking about what it means to be black and why you're happy. Yeah, you know, it feels so good to be black content creator. You know, I love my community. Yada, yada, yada. Transition to the next guy. Exact same thing. Transition. It's a stream highlight that's from like a couple months ago. You know what I'm talking about. And now that all this bullshit is going on, now they want to start putting more emphasis on black content creators. Now they want to get fucking Tri-Hacks to do a whole fucking interview for the 6 known black content creators. Fuck out of here, my nigga. Now we want to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's cool to be pro-Black Lives Matter. Just for those same companies to come out, do all this fucking trash-ass paragraph bullshit just to delete the fucking post a day or two after? Oh, we want to stand in solidarity. Get the fuck out. What? What? I used to grow up thinking. I grew up thinking like the ignorance in me. I grew up thinking like racism. I grew up thinking racism was long gone because in my schools there was so much diversity. In my schools we read about, and thank God I had Black history teachers. Thank fucking God. Because when Black History Month came around and they give you fucking 5 or 6 pages in the fucking big fat ass textbooks, fuck that. We barely even touched the textbooks, my nigga, in Black History Month. We went online. We read articles. We saw pictures, watched documentaries and shit. Black history teachers, bro, thank God I had them because they spit on Black History Month. It's a different breed. But I used to always think like racism was over as a kid because it was like, oh my God, if it's in the history books, this shit must have happened years ago, before I was even born. That's the ignorance as a kid, right? Just to grow up, have the experiences I had with police officers, with white people, to become completely jaded is not the word, but I wow. When you really look into like the dates and how long slavery has been a thing, all the way up to now, just racism in general, all the way up until now. I'm talking about you, your father, your great-grandfather, your grandfather, his dad, and it just keeps going, right? This shit's more recent than it is ancient. And wow, is it fucking sad. It's sad that, and let's bring it back to me, it's sad that it took somebody being fucking murdered on camera for like the 1,000th time that my white audience somewhat feels guilty to support me now. You feel me? It's weird how, hey, you know, I love your content. You know, I love you as a person. I'm so sorry I haven't been supporting you as much as I should. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, just say you didn't like the content, my G. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to me with this. Oh, because now it's cool to, you know what I'm saying, to fucking be pro-black and to be for our brothers and sisters and shit. Now you want to do this. It's like, dog, come on, bro. It's different when you've been here actively supporting the cause and supporting these people and supporting the work and shit. It's different. Whereas now it's like, now you feel guilty that you weren't supporting somebody of color, that you feel obligated to do so just to show you're not racist. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Everything but.
What are we doing? So, I think I want to end this off. Thank you, Jude, by the way. Tell Sofu thank you, bro. I want to end this off. I want to end my segment on this off we really gotta support. We really gotta support. I feel like us as black people, we have to acknowledge and accept our allies as well. You know? I feel like we need to start really supporting each other because, you know, it sucks because, like, while this is here, there's still a lot of internal black community issues that need to be addressed, right? So it's like, we really need to stop hating each other and stop putting so much negative shit on each other as human beings and as African Americans, as black people in general, since it's a worldwide issue. You know, we really got to stop this shit, you know? We talking about Black Lives Matters just for some person who's not even of our skin color to come out and say all lives matter. But guess what? My nigga, all lives matter, sure. But that shit don't matter if black lives don't, my nigga. So it's like, hey, we really gotta start loving each other for real, for real. Internally, externally, like it really gotta. I want this moment in life to be like a teaching moment for some people. I want this to be a opportunity for you to reflect on yourself, reflect on your friends, the people that you hold around you, hold them accountable if they are racist. And if anything, you know, if they don't show any type of like change in direction, fuck them. You don't need them. Because why would you want hatred? Why would you want hatred around you? You know what I'm saying? Just the other day, we were all talking about like peace and positivity and bullshit like that. Just for you to still have racist friends? You know what I'm saying? People have racist family members. I want you to know you are not your parents. You are not your cousins. You are not the people that you're against. It don't matter about blood anymore. You're not them. Don't let your blood ties with them dictate how you move and what side of history you choose to be on at the end of the day. Because when they're gone and you're gone, where do you want to be in the history books? Where do you want your story to end? Do you want to be the person that people look up to? Do you want to be the person that people saw stood for themselves and shit like that? Or do you want to be fucking the nigga that spewed hate? The negative nigga. The nigga people didn't even like talking to. Which one do you want to be? And keep it pushing. For real, for real. So, on a different subject, if you don't support black anything, wow, you have been out of touch for a very long time. Because I remember correctly, black people, man, do we influence. Man, do we influence. From everybody trying to look like our black women, to everybody trying to take everything black people did and put it in the grand scheme of things, and they aren't even black themselves. For our shit to be taken. Everybody wants to be black until it's time to be black.
Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't know what it want to be a nigga.
Right? Like, what the fuck's good with y'all?
I'm sorry, I had to jump in that one.
Y'all wanna, people wanna take shit, appropriate shit, dabble in the shit. But when it's time to protest for black lives, where y'all at? Where? Y'all want to be just like these people that we talk about in our communities. Y'all want to be just like the fucking the niggas that dress really well, black people. Y'all want to be in the mix, but y'all don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Fuck is good with y'all. Bro, man, and oof. And you niggas who are like pro-black apparently and against like the LGBT community, what the fuck is wrong with you? Let's talk about it. Let me get some more minutes to my segment. Hold the fuck on, bro. Wait a minute. You cannot be pro-black if you are against black LGBT anything. You cannot be. To say Black Lives Matter, it means everybody matters. Everybody. Every single person. I've seen a lot of selective niggas. on the timeline. Talking that stupid shit. No. Nah, nigga. That's not what that is. Nah. I don't give a fuck. Gay, trans, pans, it don't matter. If you are black, like I said in the beginning, you are still nigga. When I say Black Lives Matter, I mean everybody. Every single person. And the fact that there are black people who are excluding black LGBT people, but still trying to fight for some bullshit, what the fuck is wrong with you? That is wrong. And if anything, the LGBT are some of the most vocal motherfuckers on social media right now. They run social media. They run fashion damn near. Influence. So for you to exclude this group of people because of sexuality, my nigga, we're still the same race at the end of the day. We're still black. You can't exclude the LGBT. You cannot. From Black Lives Matter. They're not any less human than you or I. We still breathe the same air, walk on the same fucking planet. You're better off being a part of the races if that's the case, because you're not about the shit, really. If you want to be selective. Because they real selective about the niggas they keep around them too. So with that being said, spread love, man. For real. Really support this shit out here. For real. And I hope that for now, until hopefully some change, hopefully the change comes sooner than later. Hopefully we can actually get some laws put into place. So hopefully we can actually get some reform put into place. Hopefully we can actually see some change put into place when it comes to not only the government, the police, these companies, society. Hopefully all this marching and shit is not for nothing. Because I would be damned if all of this dialogue that we're having, all of this information that everybody is absorbing, all of this knowledge that people are taking in, I would be damned if it was all for nothing. And that's pissing me off, because how can knowledge be useless? You know what I'm saying? How can the history of civilizations be for nothing? Because if we're really talking about going back in history, black people have been important in the world. The whole world. If you want to go back to history books, actual history, not what they give you in school and shit, black people are important as fuck. So for this to happen, I pray that something happens sooner than later. And I pray that hopefully more eyes are open. Hopefully more people switch sides, you know? Hopefully the ignorant become the knowledgeable and they're like, okay, cool, I hear it. I'm with you. Let's do this shit for real, for real. Because to all my white people who are just learning about, which is wild to me because they're just learning about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just learning about what racism is. They're just learning about this shit and they have black friends. To all my white folks that are becoming knowledgeable on this bullshit, thank you for being an ally to the cause, because there are people of your same pigment of skin who, hey dog, they not trying to hear it. They not trying to hear that shit. They not trying to hear you. So if they're not trying to hear us, and they're not trying to hear you, they part of the opposition, dog. You got to speak up. Use your white privilege for real, for real. If you a real ally, let's talk about it. And let's get back to loving people, loving humanity, the human race. You know? And just really take the time to be informed. I'm really happy that people are really watching and reading this shit. I'm really happy y'all can see the same fucking images I used to as a kid. I'm really happy y'all can finally see the same pictures of niggas being hung and how wrong that is. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do y'all feel seeing people crowded over a black man getting burned? It's uncomfortable, ain't it? That's history. That's history. But thank you for facing that reality, looking for the information, seeking the knowledge. Because for a while it felt like only we knew the pain. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like the whole world's talking about it now. Oh, yada yada. We you know what I'm saying? The niggas in fucking South Korea are marching for Black lives. You know how racist some of these places are? You know how racist some of these places are that have these marches going on? For these people to actually come out of their fucking houses, for them to be talking about black history and shit like that, my nigga, that's a big fucking thing. That is big. That is crazy. For them to come out of nowhere and say, yeah, black lives do matter. Y'all niggas are tripping over there in the States and shit. And we gotta chill some of our shit too. For them to come out and say that shit, that's a lot. I'm happy that that's social media is as big as it is now, because I feel like it wouldn't even be to that extent if it wasn't for social media. And information getting out there and shit. So thank you to the allies, to the people who are trying to read up on this shit, people being informed. Thank you. To my black brothers and sisters, still love you to this day. Always, to this day, you know. We really got to support our own out here. Because these companies don't give a fuck about us. You just getting spoon-fed a big-ass paragraph and that's it. They don't care. But you know what, though? We fight until they do care. They gonna have to. The best thing I saw out of all this was people are really lucky black people are looking for equality and not revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we get, because you know what I'm saying? Like, look, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. It'd be a different story. It'd be a different story if we were really looking for payback. The 400 or 500 years niggas been. Come on, dog. You read the same articles. You read the same. You see the same imagery. You see it. If we wanted revenge for that, nigga, my grandma's coming out of retirement to be somebody ass. Dead ass. Let's talk. Come on. Real talk. If niggas wanted revenge, it'd be a different story. But we want peace. We want just to live. Being black, this shit hurts. I saw that tweet. Being black is going to the store and being scared that you didn't buy anything. And I saw that, and I'm just like, wow. I never felt a tweet before. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So for real, take this time to assess the world right now. Look at your life. Look at everybody, dude. Like, come on, bro. Don't just let this shit be for nothing, my nigga. My people did not march for you to sit here and just hashtag that shit and dip away. No. My people aren't marching now for you to sit here and hashtag that shit just for you to forget about it. I'm not speaking right now as a black man for you to sit here and hashtag that shit just to forget about it next year. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Hold your people accountable. White man that enjoys African American content, whether it's music, art, media, anything, hold your people accountable, because these motherfuckers is getting real out of hand. And like I said, there are a lot of things out there. There are a lot of things out there, man, that are against us, and the last thing we need is not only people in our communities against us, but people, fuck that. These people shouldn't even have power over us. It's 2020. I get that black-owned business doesn't mean it's sure anywhere above systematic oppression. We should be gone from that. It should be over. The world is diverse now. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay now. We shouldn't still be having these conversations. I was a kid when I learned about these conversations. I shouldn't be a grown-ass man still talking about these conversations. I shouldn't. These should be history books. Lessons that I learned. Not learning. Still, to this day. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Teach. Teach. Racism is taught. You're not born racist. Teach people to not be racist. How about that? And then we can have a conversation. And all these companies eat dick still. I don't want these stupid ass paragraphs. I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a fuck about whatever they do in the next couple, or whatever they say in the next couple of fucking days or weeks or so. Fuck all that bullshit. I don't give a fuck. What are they doing about it? I don't give a fuck what Twitch says until I see my black people on this fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck until I see more black people on the front page. More brand deals for my people. I don't give a fuck until I see that. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what YouTube says until I see more black people. I don't give a fuck what anybody says until I see black people in offices, in media. I need that. Keeping it 2 Virgils with you. I don't give a fuck. Until I see some change. And until then, it's fuck you. And Black Lives Matter. Now and forever. And remember, I'm telling you, all lives can't matter until black people's do. And that just is what it is. That just is what it is. You know? Everybody watching this, whether it's live or on YouTube, love thy neighbor. Any skin color doesn't matter. Love is love, dog. We read the same things growing up. We watched the same things growing up. And if you hadn't, use now as a means of learning. And change your life. Change your views on everything. You know what I'm saying? Information's out there. You have to seek it. Seek knowledge. Seek change. Be the change. And hopefully in the next couple years, bro, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to get stared at whenever I go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I don't have to do that. Hopefully. I can only pray. I can only pray. But with that being said, I'm done. Nick is done. Nick is done. Nick is done. I'm gonna let Ioku and Mikey talk. Apologies. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hold on. Kai, if you're watching this, thank you for the $150 donation.
What the fuck?
Thank you so much.
Yo.
It wasn't needed, but thank you. Thank you so much. It's appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And everybody else watching this, thank you for listening. Ioku, I think it's you.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. So before I go, because I've been seeing this around, I just want to know what is a Virgil? I know Virgil from Devil May Cry.
Virgil's
what
the
does that
nigga.
mean?
Virgil's the nigga. Virgil's the nigga that he's a fashion guy. He used to be one of Kanye West's Yeezy guys. Yeezy, okay. I guess art directors or whatever. But obviously, he left Kanye, went to Nike. He does stuff for Louis Vuitton. He's a very rich black man.
Okay.
Very rich black man in the fashion industry. And he donated $50 to the Black Lives Matter organization. But in his defense, he was matching somebody that donated $50 to the thing. But because he's rich, people are like, why are you donating only $50? You're the nigga from Louis Vuitton. And so now the nigga's a meme now. I'm going to keep it 2 Virgils with you.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it 2 Virgils.
All right. That's funny. I like that. Okay. All right. Well, let me preface how you guys. I'm not even gonna ask how you guys are doing. We already did that. But for the new people, there's a lot of new people in here. Hi, I'm Ioku, aka Blizz. How y'all doing? I know everybody's mad and other stuff. Talking about this entire topic makes my stomach turn into a knot.
Yup.
Yeah. So if I pause for a significant amount of time, I'm trying to unwind the knot. All right. So let me just kind of preface with that. Nick touched on a lot of things pertaining to, I think, the media and companies, right? And how everyone else is for Black Lives Matter, but they're not for it, if that makes sense. So I want to talk about some things that are not necessarily more personal, but they get under my skin a little bit more. The first one being, which I've been talking to my ex a lot, and I don't know when the fuck she became like anarchist supreme, but she is on her way. So one of the things we talked about, we recently watched Just Mercy in my Discord this week, and it brought up a really heated topic between the both of us, which this whole thing is a heated topic between the both of us. But point being, Just Mercy taught me personally something about our history that I just did not know about. And the thing that she mentioned about why she doesn't like movies like that is because it shouldn't be left up to the movies and the media and, in her words, the white man's production, right? The white man's entertainment for us as black people to learn about that. And I agree. We should have learned so much in school and we don't. And I don't know if it's the same for everyone else's school districts, but I'm in Texas. So my history is about Texas history. It's very, very little pertaining to the US history as a whole. It's predominantly Texas history and then something about Constantinople. That's it. You know, Black History Month is once a year for whatever time period. I learned more about Black history in elementary school when I went to a black owned private school, which was it's still in my area, in my district. It is the best school that anybody could send their children to, right? Up to high school, like right before, you know, 8th grade or whatever. So that's where I learned all that stuff. We had Black History Month turned into months for projects and, you know, who can make the best thing or the best poster, the best presentation, so on and so forth. I learned a lot of that stuff when I was a kid. Grew up, of course, things change, and I just kind of stopped caring or forgetting about it because of the condition of the high school that I was in after that. Why we aren't teaching the kids now? Because there's a lot of kids, my brother included. I could ask my brother about a lot of stuff. If it doesn't pertain to MLK, and just because I mentioned it, please, I saw somebody in the comments earlier saying it like 20-30 minutes ago. Stop using MLK as the like black history to point out. He's not the only one, and it definitely wasn't the most effective. The reason that we're taught that, the reason that everyone is clinging to that, especially the other side, the one that's like against protesting, oh man, this isn't MLK's way. No, listen, that was the safest way they could tell you about black history and the things that we as black people endured. There is so much that is pertaining to black history, so much that was done to black people that we just don't learn unless we go and look it up ourselves. That when you finally figure it out, MLK was that's the safe route. Okay, you have the blue pill and the red pill. Red pill got shit done. Blue pill was the most appropriate for media, the white man, whatever, to tell you about. So that just put that into perspective. Stop telling us something about MLK or this is MLK's way. He would not approve of this. Bro, I don't give a fuck. All right. On top of the fact, y'all really believe MLK is he's this God sent person. And I'm not saying he's bad at all, right? No curse on his name. I'm not swearing on his name or anything like that. But that dude has some dirt too. Okay, MLK would do this and blah. He wanted a community, bro. MLK was cheating on his wife with a white woman like every 2 weeks. Like, can y'all just acknowledge that fact? He was doing shit that he actively probably spoke about or spoke against, and here we are supposed to praise MLK. Let's all follow MLK, protest, and never raise a fist. I promise you, if you look this stuff up, MLK was throwing hands. If you put him in a situation where he needed to defend himself, he's throwing hands. There's no I don't raise my fist and I never fight back. No, he fought back. That's how he ended up where he is. That's why him and Malcolm X got into so much confrontation, but we're still trying to see eye to eye. They didn't hate each other. There was no Malcolm X versus MLK and blah, blah, blah. No, they both had the same goal, just a different way of going about it because of what happened. Malcolm X is younger than MLK. Malcolm X saw what MLK went through. And he's like, this is not the way. This is not the way to get stuff done. We can't go where we need to following your way. We can take what you've taught us and evolve. We can adapt. And that's how you get that. So please stop saying MLK is the way. Okay, that's the point.
Can we clap? Can we clap? Can we? Yo, man, man. I'm so tired of being pacified, dog. Thank you, bro.
It's
Holy
just there's
shit. That was good.
There's
that was
a lot.
Fire. That was fire. That was fire. That was great. Good job, bro.
Thank you. But that was the point on MLK. So here we are where we need to learn more about our history. We need to know what things happened and why they happened, how we got over it, so on and so forth, and what is still current or relevant to this day. and then we can make plans. Another thing that really gets under my skin, like I said, my ex and I were talking. Excuse me. She, like I said, I don't know when she got huge into anarchy or whatever, but uh, there's a lot of people that are talking about Black Lives Matter. They're making tweets and doing whatever, but they're not actively doing something about it. Where her and I got into the argument from was that I don't think everyone needs to go out and protest. The reason I don't think that is because even though you're making a stand, you're still putting your life at risk. As of right now, the black community as a whole is not uniform the way that it used to be, right? So even if you go back to the MLK days, the Black Panther days, they had organization. We don't have that. So in the event that we all decide let's protest because Twitter said so, we go outside and for whatever reason Trump approves it and there's a mass slaughter of at least 80% of the black population as a whole. There is nothing we can do about that. We are literally extinct. We have to go into hiding and just submit at that point. Once there's a mass slaughter that happens, there is no more fighting back because we were not organized to handle a situation like that in the first place. That's why me personally, I'm not against the rioting and all the other bullshit. I'm not against protests. Do it smart. Don't be dumb about it. That's why I told Nick, you have too much to lose. What if you just happen to be, you're the nigga that white cop decides he's going to make an example out of today? You're gone. There's nothing else that you can do about that. You know, you went out and you did something for it. Even there was something that I saw on Twitter, a black guy who I guess he owned a shop or something like that, and they called, to get help. Their shop was being raided, and they called the police. They were arrested. The police showed up and immediately arrested the shop owners because they were black and assumed they were the looters. And I'm just like, whoa, what? So turns out that's not the case at all. But it just proves my point. They don't give a fuck who it is. They're looking for black. Period. Yo, man, is that a black guy? Okay, there's a black guy. Get him. Yo, man, I'm pissed off. That bitch down the street told me Black Lives Matter, but I couldn't touch her because she's white. The next black guy I see, I swear to God, bro, I swear to God, baton ready, taser ready, gun in the Glock, going for it. If you're that person, there is nothing you can do about that because you can't fight back. You're dead. Fighting back gives them a reason to kill you. They want that. They want you to get angry. They want you to fight back. They want you to defend yourself. You're dead. Your friends fighting back, also dead. Your women, they don't care. If you're with a woman or the woman's getting hurt and you try to defend her as a man or her boyfriend, your mom, whatever, you're dead. If I were ever in a situation where my mom was being attacked by the police, I have accepted the fact that's the day that I'm dying. Either I'm dying, I'm going to prison for the rest of my life, or I'm going on the run. There's no other way. Like you're not getting away with hurting my mom of all people, right? Something has to happen. There was a video that I saw this morning. Shino retweeted it, and it was some guy's mom getting pinned down to the ground out of her car because the cop didn't like the way she answered his question. There's just no way you're gonna do that to my mom, not for free. So all of that said, we can't do things mindlessly as a population, as a community, as a race, as we like to label ourselves. The community cannot do things mindlessly. We have to have some means of organization if we're going to fight back or attack or whatever. Protesting is the safest way, but it's also very dangerous until there is some means of, in my opinion, as much as we don't want it, people using their white privilege is the like, not the key. It's the secret ingredient that we need to safely attack. That's how I feel. It's a wall of white. If you want to envision it, you need a wall of white so that I can shoot my cannons from the back, that kind of stuff. So I don't like the companies making these tweets. I don't like these influencers making these tweets. And some are, I don't want to say forgiven, but they're also doing something, right? Donating money to the cause, that's fine. Making just baseless tweets because it's the publicly correct thing to do is not okay. I would rather you not say anything at all than make this tweet and then nothing follows from it. There's so many tweets that I see of people who are, and they just speak out, oh man, it's wrong what they're doing to black people. We should be together as a community, blah, 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 blah. And I get it. You have a lot of influence as a social media influencer, as a content creator, influencer, whatever. A lot of these people aren't influencers though. That's the difference. You can be a content creator, but that does not make you an influencer. So I don't need to hear everyone's opinion or everyone's feelings, and you're not an influencer. You have nothing to influence personally. In my, like, for me, there's no influence from you. I don't need to hear it. That doesn't mean talk shit, but I don't need to hear it. I didn't agree with and it was, everybody was angry when we were saying I'm watching the people that aren't speaking up. Some people didn't need to speak up. Like I said, I don't give a fuck what they say. Chick-fil-A just put out a tweet paragraph thing yesterday about how they support the black community. It got 2,000 likes in roughly 15 hours. And then I looked at the tweet that found me that tweet in the first place. And it was about he was a black board member. He brought up some issues that the black employees were having, himself as well, within Chick-fil-A as a company. The very next day, he said his desk was being cleaned and they fired him for bringing that issue up, for bringing those issues up. They didn't do it at the board. They listened. Oh yeah, that's great, Tom. We'll look into that. The very next day, he was gone, no job. And that just proves these companies are only saying things to keep themselves from being in the fire, right? They don't want to be the next building raided. They don't want to be the next company getting burned in the streets for whatever reason during the rioting. Okay, that's what they're trying to save themselves from. I don't need them to say shit. I don't. It's been proven time and time again who you support, that you're racist, you're homophobic, whatever, right? I don't need to hear a word from you. You're already on the list of things to burn. You cannot save yourself from being. Yeah, you're already there, bro.
I was gonna say, like, nigga, you already on the list, Playboy. I give a fuck. All that extra shit,
note, bro. Like,
we know about you, dog.
I can't erase your name from the death note, dog. It's already written down. You're fucked. That's it. So I don't need to hear anything from them. And the fact that they're saying something and not following suit. Now, here's my thing, right? Let's just say Chick-fil-A made that statement and then donated $2 million to, the Goerge Floyd organizations that are gathering money, right? Your name is still in a death note.
Right.
We
just gonna modify the way you going down.
I was gonna say, like, just
right?
because you donated money don't mean
your date's extended a little bit.
Donated money don't mean shit to me.
Through. Exactly.
Because you still have expressed different, like, moral compasses and shit in the past. You still got to be held accountable for them shits.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So fuck all that bullshit. Continue, Yoke. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Because that lets me lead into back to the Just Mercy movie. And for some of you that might have seen it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But for not, I'll explain it. Or for those that don't, I'll explain it. At the very end of crap, that's a spoiler though. If you don't want to hear it, like, just mute or whatever.
Spoil it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it.
For context, for context, it's spoiled. You gotta talk your shit, King. Talk to me.
Yeah. It's free right now if you want to go watch it on Amazon Prime. But so the entire premise of the movie is black men on death row in prison in Alabama, and no one can defend them from death row. The reason is because Alabama is still to this day the most racist state in existence. Alabama as a precinct, as a judge, as a law itself, Alabama is its own law. What Alabama law says goes, period. It doesn't matter about your rights outside of Alabama. You go to Alabama, you're in Alabama, you deal with Alabama shit. So these guys going to jail with no base, by the way. The Michael B. Jordan was the lawyer that came to Alabama to work on these cases for these men in death row. The main character was played by Jamie Foxx. And the story is about not only him, but all the other guys on death row that just can't be saved. And he has to figure out a way to save them. He goes through all their files. That's when he figures out that, they were fabricating everything. All these men were unjustly put in death row. Like, they were thrown in prison to go on death row simply because of their skin color. So the very end of the movie, there's a new DA, and the new DA, he's not racist, but he doesn't fight for black people, because to him, fighting for black people means that I don't support my own people. And that made me think. That's how a lot of white motherfuckers think today. It's not that they aren't racist. It's that they can't go against what they are, what their family is, like a tribe. My tribe is here on the left. I can't go defend the tribe on the right because that means I'm betraying my tribe on the left. A lot of them think that way. And that's what made it click in my head with that movie. In the very end of the movie, that DA who was protecting the death row people, he was trying to keep them in death row because that's what the police and the law enforcement wanted in Alabama. The very end of the movie, it was undisputable facts of why Jamie Foxx's character was not, he never did the crime. So he should never be put on death row in the first place. It took away 6 years of his life, all that kind of stuff. The very end of the movie, the DA is like, you know what? They're right. They're right. This never happened. All of this is a lie. And he helps them free that man. And I'm just like, I need more of that. I need more of you to understand how fucked up you are in the head, and then have a change of heart and fix it by yourself, or even with help, sure, but just do something about it. You have this undeniable vocal power, right? This presence that you can change things. I promise you, if you're a white man and you have black friends, and for whatever reason, hopefully this never happens, your black friend is being arrested, or he is being whatever, racistly charged, attacked by the police, anything like that. I promise you, if you stand in front of that cop, you will save your friend's life. I promise you. I promise you, because two things happen. You take a bullet for your friend, and now that cop is definitely going to prison, or you keep your friend from getting shot in the first place, and that the officer just never pulls his gun. I promise you, using the power that you don't know you have, that you actively ignore. Oh man, white privilege doesn't exist. Yes, it does. It exists, bro. I'm telling you, it's a silent thing, and it's powerful. You can use it to help the way that you are tweeting about or whatever. So many people are tweeting and they're not doing anything about it. Oh man, Black Lives Matter. Cool. What are you doing about it? We're friends. Yeah. No. I'm black. You're white. We're friends. What are you doing about it though? Why do you keep tweeting Black Lives Matter like 4 times a day with the hashtag? You know, what are you doing about it? Are you out protesting? No. Oh, okay. Are you donating? No. Oh, okay. You did a fundraiser to get money to donate. Oh, that's cool. What did you do after that though? What are you continuing to do after that? That was just like a 3-hour stream. That was a one stream. It's been 2 weeks, bro. What are you still doing? What are you still doing to help the community, to help push that movement? Tweets only do so much. In my opinion, tweets are baseless without an action behind it. You have to be doing something in order for that to matter. Point blank, period. I'm not a fan. And that's what goes back into what Nick was saying about the social media, about Twitch, about how they have their black content creators, you know, and now they want to say something. Now they want to do something. We've always been a support for Black Lives. We support our black content creators. And then just like you mentioned, Trihex, if I'm not mistaken, anybody can correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Twitch and the biggest speed running tournament, didn't they ban Trihex for somebody accidentally, or it was a purposeful report, but it was a troll report, and it was very obvious that the report was a troll, and they reported him for quote unquote bullying somebody in the chat, and he was banned the very next day from the biggest speed tournament thing that he's been going to for years, one of the biggest contributors to that speed running tournament. And then Twitch banned him for a week or 30 days, whatever it was. But I distinctly remember Trihex being and like I said, it couldn't be, maybe it wasn't Trihex, I don't know, but I'm pretty positive it was.
No, he's been banned. He's been banned from a lot of shit in the last like 2 or 3 times this year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like they put him on the front page to do the Black Lives Matter discussion, and I'm just like, who y'all care about again? Because this the same dude y'all banned and just gave no explanation to, right? This is one of y'all partners that you didn't protect, right? Yeah, okay. I don't agree. You know, they're not. I needed that swig of water. They're not in support, bro. A lot of companies are not in support. People are asking why Elgato hasn't said anything, or why they haven't done anything.
Bro,
People are
let's not
asking,
talk about Elgato.
bro, aren't they based in Germany though? Or is that an
Yeah, they're
American
based
thing?
in Germany.
Okay, yeah, they don't give a fuck. I already know that for a fact.
They don't give a fuck about the. They
Yeah,
don't
bro,
give
fuck
a
it.
fuck about the damn black people. What are
They
you
say our products
talking
in your
about?
computer. All right, bet that's all that matters. We supported you. There you go. Goodbye. But people are asking G Fuel, why don't you speak up? You've got black content creators, man, and I'm one of your black content creators. Why aren't you speaking up? And that's another thing that I don't agree with people calling out companies because you already know the answer. If your company hasn't done anything, you already know the answer. Period.
Especially now.
You know? Especially now. You calling your company out, you making a tweet and trying to blow it up for clout, that's clout. You're trying to blow something up for clout. Regardless of your intentions publicly to the public eye, that's clout. You are clout chasing at that point. I'm gonna tag G Fuel and ask G Fuel why they're not supporting their black content creators. Okay, what does that do for you? How does that help you? Because if G Fuel is to come out in like the very next 5 minutes or day, hey man, we looked at your tweet and you're right, we should have said something. So here's our response. No, that is the most disingenuous response that you could have given. I don't give a fuck if you donate. I don't give a fuck if you put somebody on the platform. I don't give a fuck if you put this guy on the map and he's the richest motherfucker in the world for the next 20 years. Point being, it was not genuine. You did not do that without anyone else telling you to. That's how I feel about that. It just you can't tell a company, you can't tell someone to speak and then be proud of them for speaking about it afterwards. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Hey, bro, you should really not do that bad thing that you're about to do. Yeah, man, you're right. I was gonna do it, but now that you told me not to do it, I'm not gonna do it today. I'm gonna still do it, just not today. Yeah, fuck it. You just not gonna see me do it today. I'm gonna still do it though. That's how I feel. And y'all ask for the most simplest of shit. The community is so satisfied with little shit, bro. Y'all get satisfied with small ass fucking shit, man. Oh my god, did you see they put Black Lives Matter on my toe? What the fuck does that? How does that help you? How does that help? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't. Oh, there's a Black Lives Matter street now. What the fuck does that do for you? Why is that even a tweet? I shouldn't have even seen that picture. It should not have blown up the way it did. It does not fucking matter. It doesn't. I don't care about it. It doesn't do anything. Oh man, Black Lives Matter is on the roads. First of all, I'm not looking at the street. I'm nowhere near that street. How does that help me? Is the road going to magically transform into a transformer and protect me from cops? How does that help me? It doesn't. Y'all are satisfied with little shit, and it's annoying, And then speaking on the bigger, the actual influencers, your we'll talk about the Kanye thing as well. But that's what I'm talking about. Your celebrities. People are mad at celebrities for not speaking up. People are mad at celebrities for not donating all their fucking money to the black communities. Two things. One, I need people to not have this crab in a bucket mentality. Niggas have this mentality and it ceases to go away. If X person who just happens to be black made it in his life, however the fuck he did it, out of the hood or out of a normal, we'll call it normal. All of us right now are in a normal situation, right? We do 9 to 5s, we don't work, we do Twitch, whatever the case may be. We are attempting to grind to get where we want to go so that we can live above comfortably for the rest of our life, right? That is generally everyone's goal, right? A black man that's made it, that's somehow been successful enough to do that, that's figured out how to get it, luck or not, right? Because luck is a skill at the end of the day. That happens. Boom. Y'all are fucking, oh man, you should give up all your money. Why? Where the fuck were all of you? Where were the 30,000 people in the community supporting me to get me out of where I needed to be? I'm taking care of my family. I've got a family. I've done things for the hood that I lived in. I've built that up. There's so many things that people just don't acknowledge because it doesn't matter to them, and then B, they don't give a fuck about it because it doesn't affect them. And that's the black community a lot of the times. All these celebrities, oh, you never do anything for your community. You don't do anything. You're not donating your money right now. You don't do anything. What about the tons of things they've done before that? Does that not matter now? all the things they've done for their community, does that not matter now? Oh, that was for the white man. Okay, well, giving up all their money right now is for you. It does not benefit you. It just shuts you up. But it's still not whatever. The second thing, why the fuck are we tallying? Why are we following these celebrities' lives? We don't need to be on Twitter hounding their social medias on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever the fuck, right? We paparazzi. We don't need to be in their life to see what they're doing. If I were a rich ass motherfucker that just happened to be black, I could donate $3 million of my dollars and nobody would hear a word from it. You don't need to. It's not your business. I don't have to make a public statement that I am donating to the cause. Fuck that. You're either here for it or you're not. That's it. I don't need any more clout. If I have fucking millions of dollars to donate to anybody, I don't need any more fucking clout. I don't need to tell y'all what I'm doing. Get out of my pockets. Get your what is it? Get your money up, not your funny up. Get the fuck out of my pockets. You don't need to see everything celebrity. Bro, I hate Google Home. Anyway, you don't need to see everything that celebrities are doing. It's not your business. If they post it, sure. If it gets out, cool. Right? The Kanye thing. So many people hate Kanye. Come to find out, everybody's turning heel. They love Kanye now. Oh man, Kanye's been for the black people this whole time. Kanye only wore the MAGA hat so that he could get in and free those people. Kanye's donated so much money. He's opened up a college fund for George Floyd's daughter. He's gonna take care of the family now. What if Kanye been doing this behind the scene, which they proved that he was? Kanye's been doing this behind the scenes. Now you care? Y'all just got through bashing Kanye for the last decade. All that's gone now because you didn't know he was doing this? Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't know you were for the people this whole time. Get the fuck out of his pockets. Everyone else is worried about these celebrities' lives. You have this crab in a bucket mentality. Stop. You don't need to pull someone else down that's already made it, that's higher than you, because whatever the fuck you're feeling, it does nothing for you. They should support. They should help out. Okay, they are. However that may be, they're donating. Oh, you only donated $30,000. That's $30,000 that you will never be able to donate in your current situation. So by default, I've already done more than you. Why are you hounding me? What have you done to help? Well, I'm out here marching. I'm out here protesting. How does that help the current situation? Because if a cop kills you tonight when you're protesting, nothing comes from that. Oh man, this person was out protesting. Let's tweet and get a petition signed to help their family out. Okay, now you're asking more people to help this dead person. You're asking for more from someone else because you didn't have it. So overall, that doesn't mean don't hold these celebrities accountable for what they're doing. It does mean stop trying to accuse and fault everyone for not doing something that you are physically not even capable of doing at this current point in time. You don't know what they're doing behind the scenes or in the scenes. It's aggravating me how much shit people talk on Twitter about how they're for the movement, how they do this and do that, or they would and they do that, and then they have the audacity to attack somebody who actually did something or who has the capabilities of doing 4 times more than you ever could. It's beyond me. It is beyond me.
Can I add a third? Can I add
yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say don't put these people on a pedestal.
Yes.
Don't when you believe in something and when you want something to change, you have to be that change. You have to believe in it. You don't need everybody's validation or the person that you admire's validation to be for something, and especially something that's like a human rights cause. Like, be yourself. Be your own person. Don't look at these celebrities for a fucking beacon of hope and shit for you to finally start and to get the courage to move and be about something. Like, be your own person and stop. Because 9 times out of 10, these celebrities don't even know who you are. So, like, who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We'll continue.
Exactly.
Continue.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. Like, it just, and I see what Eccentric said in the chat. We're supposed to be ignoring chat, but I look over sometimes.
I am too.
Like, it proves that the community can be bought. It's a problem because let's just say that, right, the black community, we'll go with 100%. It's 100% of the black community. I promise you the majority of the black community is not about that action. Y'all are not about the smoke. All of these people are talking the maddest of shit, are for the Black Lives Matter movement, whatever. I promise you, you are not going out in that street. You're not gonna face tear gas. You're not gonna get your ass kicked by no cop. I promise you, you are not that brave. You do not have the heart that you do on Twitter. When I say that I despise keyboard warriors, I mean it. I mean it. You don't see me talking the maddest of shit on fucking Twitter or here on Twitch in the podcast. You don't see me talking the maddest of shit, and A, I'm not prepared to back it up, or B, I'm just not talking shit. I'm not out here fucking protesting and talking shit about cops and everything else. And oh man, if I see a cop, bro, I'm beating his ass on God, bro, on Crip, on blood. No, because I'm not gonna do it. Me versus a cop, I lose instantly. He has a gun. He has the privilege to kill me and get away with it. Why? Because that is the world that we live in today. I have to accept that fact before I can make any decision. Before I make any decision, I have to accept the fact. All right, if I die, what did I just die for? Did I die for an actual cause, or am I another person that is being glorified on Twitter for 1 month, 1 week, and I'm forgotten about until the next black event happens? I know. I don't accept that. Y'all have to stop being keyboard warriors. It's okay to support the movement. It's fantastic. It is amazing that you want to support the movement. Support it in the safest and best way, the smartest way that you were able to do it. You do not have to be a fucking thug on the internet to support, because when the day, and it's not an if, when the day comes that all of us needs to stop doing whatever the fuck it is that we're comfortable doing in life, and we have to go outside, or we have to go on the run, we have to form the new Black Panthers organization, whatever the case may be, when that day comes, over 50% of you will be bawling your eyes out, crying to your parents, hiding in the closet, whatever the case may be, bitching on Twitter about how you have to go out and fight. Even the fucking, there was I don't even know that guy's name. I don't know who the fuck that guy was, but apparently he's popular in the community for not like streaming or whatever, just like, I guess, entertainment. There's a black guy who he does makeup and jokes, I guess. I don't know. Heavy set guy.
You light skinned, kind of?
No. He's definitely dark skinned, heavy set. I assume that he's gay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody in the chat might know, but the video that I'm speaking about in particular was him complaining that he went out to protest for whatever. The protest either got canceled or it was shorter than planned, and he was complaining that he had to pay for a makeup artist, buy new clothes and everything else for the protest. And I'm like, timeout. You went out to a protest to fight for the cause, and you got ready? Like you prepared, you paid to go to a protest. You bought new clothes to get fucked up at a protest? No. And that just proves to me, a lot of you motherfuckers, that's not what y'all want. It's clout. Y'all want to be seen and heard. You're not fighting for the actual cause. You're not out there doing what you need to be doing or what you can be doing. And
that's news to me. I'd never heard some shit like that.
I'll have to look it up.
When you find it, show me the tweet. I'm dragging the fuck out of whoever did. Yo, show me.
But it's okay to be in your house and fight for the cause and do what you can, right? To do these donation streams and send that money to anybody's way that can help. It's okay to do what you can and then give it to somebody who can do better, or actively do better out there on the streets, or even higher than the streets, right? We don't have a lot of black, I don't even use the word figureheads in the definition, but people that are on top, right? We have a lot of black celebrities, but not a lot of black people in actual power. And that's the difference. Celebrities are still under somebody's thumb. There are very few celebrities that own their own shit, that do their own shit, that they're their own boss, right? They don't answer to nobody else. A lot of black celebrities are in contracts. They're under somebody's thumb. Them speaking out or not doesn't matter. That's why a lot of people are standing John Boyega right now. Much props, because he straight up said it. He was like, I don't give a fuck if I don't have the job the next week. I shouldn't be fighting for basic rights. I'm not even in fucking America. I'm coming to the US to fight for basic rights. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. All of your black celebrities should be able to do that. All of them should be out there doing that. They should be the ones, as angry as I am right now, making the stand. I shouldn't be there. I am black. I support it. I'm here for it. I'm coming. I shouldn't fucking be there. I shouldn't be the one making this video right now. I shouldn't be the one yelling in the streets through a fucking megaphone right now. This should be somebody else. All of the people that y'all stand yearly. Oh man, I can't wait to buy this new music. Blah, 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 blah. Bro, you see that new movie? Yada, yada. Nope. All of them should be out there.
Them niggas not in the field.
They're not. They're not. They're absolutely, and they don't have to be. Not as a sense that they don't need to be out there for support. I mean that they physically don't have to be. They're not in danger. They're not in a threat. You know, and I'm only throwing out names that are big. I need to preface that. I don't say like, you know, Beyonce or Jay-Z and they're not doing anything because I don't know. I don't look up, you know, celebrity lives and what they're doing. I don't give a fuck. But in their position of status, right? They don't have to be out here risking their life to get beat on by the cop, because uproar would happen, of course, right? Beyonce's out protesting, cop kills Beyonce. Okay, yeah, now cop is definitely gonna get hands. Something's gonna happen to him because he killed someone of importance, right? There's a difference. It's important to us as a community when someone kills George Floyd, for instance, right? Tamir Rice, for instance. That's to us. That's to that family. But as a world, someone like Beyonce getting murdered by a cop, that's important to the world, right? Kanye gets killed by the cop. Now you got Trump making a statement. That's something that gets the president making a statement. If I die in the streets tomorrow, there's no fucking statement from Trump about me. That's not how that works. There's no statement from a bunch of people about me besides people that knew me. That's it. You know, Twitter blows it up, sure, whatever. Beyonce gets killed. Jay-Z gets killed. Jay-Z gets killed. The world knows. It's the same thing with Kobe Bryant. He didn't die by the cops, but when and rest in peace, when him and his daughter died, the world stopped.
Man,
that's the power that I'm talking about. That's the type of status that I'm talking about. They don't have to be out there in the streets, because if something were to happen to them, the world stopped. The protest, the riots, all hell would break loose. I promise you. And that's what would start the annihilation of black people as a whole. I promise you. The things that y'all are asking for, y'all are not prepared for. No one is organized. No one is organized for an actual race war. Y'all want a race war. Y'all talk the maddest shit on Twitter. None of you are actually prepared for a fucking race war. Nobody is. No black person as a group is prepared for a race war. And that is what needs to be handled before anything actually gets done. You cannot have an actual war, a fight for justice for anything, and nobody's. Right now, we're a bunch of wild ass, and I hate to use that term. We are literally wild animals trying to collectively come together to fight back. There's no organization. There's no, this is what needs to happen. There's no planning. There's no thought. It's just go out and do it. There's a bunch of tribes right now. We got a bunch of tribes all trying to fight for one thing, but the tribes will not come together as a whole and come up with an actual plan. The tribes as a whole need to come together and then fight. That's how that works. Protest, keep doing it. Rioting, fuck it, keep doing it, whatever. As a whole, we as the black people, as a whole, whites that support us and any other race supporting us included, we need to come together and then fight. Nothing actually gets solved without that happening. But I'm done. Mikey's Father Mikey has the floor now.
All right.
Get some claps in. Some claps in for Dawn. That was good.
For sure.
That was good.
All right. So, my whole thing is like both Nick and Yoku went over, the content creator side of things and basically what's going on with the world. I'm not going to touch on any of that. I'm here for education. Like, my role in everything is to be in the know. And in order to figure out why we're in the situation that we're in, we have to go back. We have to go all the way back and for real learn the history of black people. Like that goes for any race, and we'll touch on the word race later on, but any race as they've set it up right now, we need to learn the history of black people so that we don't have to do this anymore. We won't have to protest. Like I seen it's really fucking stupid to see a 71-year-old man get pushed to the ground and have his head busted wide open. It's really fucking stupid to see a 91-year-old grandmother that has to come out and protect her grandson from the police, and then the police still attacked the 91-year-old grandma. It's why we
That
don't
hurt
need to
me.
have that. For what fucking reason? Because he ran a stop sign? We have to get rid of this devil, and that's what they are. Let's just call them what they are. They are devils. Because nobody in their right fucking mind would pull a gun out on a 91-year-old person. Nobody would shove a teenager with the full fucking force like you're pushing a truck. Nobody in their right mind would do anything like that. And I hate three words. The three words I hate most of all out of the English dictionary is woulda, shoulda, and coulda. If anyone is talking about real events that are happening and your rebuttal is they shoulda, I woulda, he coulda, then shut the fuck up. Shut the absolute fuck up if that's what you're going to say to me spitting some knowledge, some facts, some true facts. If you come out the woodwork with a woulda, shoulda, coulda, if we were talking in real life, I'll punch you in your fucking face. Because when I have a conversation with somebody, I want to deal with facts. I want to deal with what happened. I don't want to sit here and squander about what could have happened or what should have happened. It doesn't matter. That shit does not fucking matter. Well, if they would have just shut the fuck up. The truth about the situation with Goerge Floyd was that he allegedly had a bill. He did not resist arrest. They threw him in the back of their fucking squad car, beat him mercilessly, pulled him out on the side of the car, and pinned him down until he died. That is the facts of what happened. So anybody that's out there sitting to fix your fucking lips to talk about, well, if he would have just didn't resist, shut the fuck up. We off that. The fact is that man died for absolutely no fucking reason. Never again. Never a fucking again. Let's get on with this fucking history lesson. We have to go back to 400 years ago when our ancestors were brought over to what would be the United States. The systematic breakdown of the racism in America goes as this. When they brought us over here, they took our names, they took our language, they took our heritage, and they took our religion. They took all of those and they replaced it with everything that we know today. That's what happened. And obviously when that happened, when they brought us over, it wasn't like an immediate thing. It was a transitional thing, of course. You take a bunch of people from a foreign land that knows nothing about English, knows nothing about anything. It's going to take a while to break them. And boy, did they break us. They did. I'm not going to get into specifics, but if you know, there's sites to go to see exactly what they did to us to get us to conform to their ways. Black people in America do not have an identity. We don't. We are the only set of people that don't know our native tongue, don't know our native religion, and just don't know anything about what we're supposed to do. We don't have guidance. Because who's going to guide us when we don't know where we came from? You have to know where you came from in order to know where you're going. You have to. That's just a fundamental part of living life. If you come from home, you got to know how to get back home. You know? So they took everything from us. They sold us like we were fucking objects. Like, just imagine, like, they treated us worse than dogs. They're treating us worse than dogs as we speak. We are being gassed. We are being shot at with rubber bullets. Probably soon live ammunition. That's where we're headed. That is the America that we're headed for. They're treating us worse than the animals that they have domesticated. And that shouldn't sit right with anybody. It shouldn't. Not for this fucking long. They put us on display as if we were fucking zoo animals. When old Massa would have company, they would dress us up in our Sunday best and show us off. Do you know what happens to somebody in a situation? Do you know what happens to their mind? First of all, they come subservient, and that's what happened. Slaves, they became subservient to the slave masters and the owners and all that kind of stuff. So out of all of these 400 years, what's his name? Abraham Lincoln happened. He abolished slavery. So then, all right, you niggas is free. Decreed by the President of the United States. You niggas is free to go and do what you please. Now, how is that fair? We do all of this work. We literally build America with our bare hands. And after all that work is done, we're free to go? Just imagine this. And I'm pulling this straight from a video that I heard earlier today. Just imagine this. We have been playing 400 rounds of Monopoly. For those 400 rounds, we have not been able to buy anything. Every time we pass go, that $200 we have to give back to them. What the fuck is a get out of jail free card? Everything that we've been playing for Monopoly for 400 rounds isn't ours. We just playing the play. In the last 50 rounds, okay, we got some property. We got a little property. We got a little money. But then, y'all ever heard of a little place called Black Wall Street? Wiped from the history book. Because I didn't fucking know about it until probably 2 years ago. They don't teach you that at school. Black Wall Street was one of the best economic places for black people in the history of the United States. They amassed over $3 billion in the 1920s? 1960s? No, not 60s. I think it was the 1930s. It was either before the Depression or after the Depression. They burned it to the ground. There's no such thing as digital banks. There was no such thing as having a savings account that you can just transfer money from here to there with the app. No. They burned the money, they burned the buildings, they burned the land. Because we were doing good. Now that 50 years playing Monopoly, we were winning. We were beating them at their own game, their Monopoly game. They flipped the fucking board on us and told us to start over. We starting from scratch. And in the last couple of years, we not even playing no more. Because they don't play fair. It doesn't make sense. It's not fair. And we are tired. We are absolutely tired of the bullshit that we have to go through just to eat. Just to eat. Fuck it, not even eat, just to live, to breathe the same air, to be in the same vicinity as these people. I agree with Yoku. We are not in a position right now to make substantial change. We have to get our own war room together. We have to get our own policies together. We cannot let these devils police us. I live in Ferguson. I've seen this shit firsthand. We cannot allow them to come into our neighborhoods and tell us that we are less than anything. The people that are on the force, the people that come into your neighborhoods and lock you up, they don't live in your neighborhood. We have this thing in St. Louis called municipalities. St. Louis is a huge city, but it's broken up into little municipalities. Delwood, Ferguson, Jennings, all that, they're a part of St. Louis, but we are a different municipality. Most of the police that work in Ferguson, like I said before, they don't live in Ferguson. They live in the rich neighborhoods. They live in the safe neighborhoods. A whole 20 miles away in St. Charles County. We're in St. Louis County. They live in St. Charles County. You know how I know? Because every time I go to work, I see a bunch of squad cars coming that say St. Louis County coming from St. Charles County. Now, why is that? Why is it that they get to come in our neighborhoods, fuck us up, lock us up, beat us down, and then get to go back the fuck home and have a great night's sleep? Why is it that they get to do that? Why is it that every time a policeman gets called, there's no de-escalation? There's no talking down. There's no peaceful resolution at the end of the night. One, somebody either gets locked up, somebody gets shot, or everybody gets shot. Why are those the only three options within our police force? Why? And why the fuck are we giving them $3 billion? The fuck they need that for?
For 6 months of training?
Dog, listen. When was the last time you ever said to yourself, damn, wish the police, I'm glad those police was here. I will wait. When's the last time you ever, when those words ever came out of your mouth? And if you're white, now you know why. If you're white, you know why. Cops, as the system is right now, we don't need them. We don't. Yes, you can make the argument that black people kill black people, but black people kill black people for a reason. Not because of the color of their skin. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying that's real. If I was to kill somebody, if I was to go outside right now and shoot somebody, it would be for a damn good reason. Not because I just don't like them. It's because, one, they did something to my family, they did something to me, or something else. But it definitely wouldn't be for their fucking skin color or where they're from. And you know what? Let me talk to my black people right now. Because we have to get out of this. This isn't an option for you. This is something that needs to be solved. And it needs to be solved damn quick. We have to stop killing each other. Whether it be for money, drugs, anything like that. We have to stop killing each other. We have to get these drugs out of our neighborhoods, and we have to get help. We need mental help. Because nobody kills another person, then gets away with it, and their mind is okay. That's not a normality. Nobody can successfully just go and murder somebody because of whatever reason, whether it be drugs, money, or anything, and just be okay with it. Now, yeah, you killed people, you got to go to jail. But we want a society where our jails are meant to help. We want a society where our police are meant to help and are from the neighborhoods that they police. That is what we want. Because there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of people online behind their keyboards talking about what people are doing, what people have done, all the bad things that's going on in the world. But what do we want? Those things I just said, just for this area here in Ferguson, that's what I want.
Facts.
I don't want to have my kids to go outside and worry about gunshots because some nigga around the corner didn't pay his drug bill. I don't want to be mistaken for somebody else because they don't know who I am in my neighborhood. In my neighborhood. If I'm in my neighborhood, who the fuck are you? Mm-hmm. That's who we should be asking these cops. Who the fuck are you? I don't know you. You're not from around here. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I want. I want to see the people that I see every day police me. That's what we want. So how do we get it? How is it that we lock ourselves in this conundrum of endless violence and brutality that we can't get what we want? How is it that we go and get what we want? First of all, we have to be active in our own communities. We have to know the people within our own communities. When you go into City Hall, and this is for people who have, you know, I can't speak for everybody because every city is different, but when I go into City Hall and I was able to get my occupancy permit for where I live, my name is on the occupancy permit and the rest of my family. It's public information, and when a policeman gets a call to go to wherever they're dispatched to, why don't they have that information? Why is it always a fucking mind game for somebody to slip up and say, you know, well, we're going to arrest you and everything that you just said is going to be used against you in the court of law? If they don't live there, the cops should know that, because they've already been detailed about this address because it's free information at City Hall. Cops do not have the luxury of fucking up. Apparently they do, but they shouldn't. Cops shouldn't have the luxury of a, oh, my bad, we'll do better next time.
Not with a gun.
Right?
Not at all. Fuck with anything else, not at all. These are the people who are sworn to protect us and de-escalate situations that may arise. They are the pacifiers of the neighborhoods. These are the people who are supposed to calm shit down, not incite violence.
Yep.
Not use brute force to get a fucking point across. That's your job, police officers. That's your job. It shouldn't be us versus them. It shouldn't be. Never, ever, ever should it have ever been us versus them. I was always brought up thinking that policemen are just doing their job. It's a noble job. Obviously, it's not. Obviously, there are more police officers out there that would rather see their brothers shine while killing black people. This country has a long way to go. This country has a very long way to go. But I don't see things getting better, or I see things getting worse before they get better. So, like I was saying before, bringing it back around before I got mad about how do we change. First of all, we have to get that motherfucker out of office. That's the main thing.
Talk about voting.
Oh, that's where I was headed.
Okay, cool. Okay, because I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's where I was headed. But we have to get him out. Now, you may say that, well, we're just voting of the lesser of two evils. What the fuck is the difference? What has been the difference of voting between the lesser of two evils since we actually got the right to vote? What's one more year gonna do? Now, of course, Biden has all these things brought up against him, and they're all alleged with him, being close to kids and all that kind of shit. But Trump, well, Anonymous blew that door wide open.
We know all his shit.
That shit's proven.
Right.
We know all his
that
shit.
Shit's 100% fact. Biden is all alleged. But we are dealing with the lesser of two evils. So at this point, you have to ask yourself, damn, do I vote for someone who has at least talked about black people? Or do I just be complacent and not vote and see what the fuck happens? I guarantee if you are complacent and you don't vote, we will have a race war. We will have race riots, and we will have martial law. As the Bible says, there will be blood running in the streets. I 100% tell you that is what will happen within the next 4 years if we continue to keep this man in office. So if you are 18 and above, I beg you, holy shit, I beg you, go vote. Wear a mask, social distance, do what the fuck you gotta do, but please go and vote this motherfucker out of here so we will at least have a chance. We need just that. We need a chance. Because if this motherfucker stays in office for another 4 years, we won't get it. We will not get it. At least we have a chance with Biden. And if Bernie gets back on the ballot, we even have even more chance.
He's on there.
Oh, he's back on?
He's on there. I went, I went voting the other day. He's number one on here. He was Bernie Sanders, and then everybody else. And I was like,
Oh, okay.
Bernie, he's still on the ballot. He's just not doing his campaign run. Yeah, so he's still on there.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
that's
people don't know that. People don't know that at all.
I don't know, because the thing with that is that's very dangerous as well. Because you'll have a majority voting for Biden, and you have a majority voting for Bernie, and then it'll be lopsided on this side.
Yeah.
But then you have all the people who are
publicly knowing that he's
publicly.
Yeah, they know Biden is campaigning, but it's like, but yeah, Bernie's still in the race. I found out like that as recently.
But like I said, it's very dangerous for that to happen.
Yeah, because at that point it's like, damn.
Because if we vote for both of them, that means that's more votes for Trump.
Yeah. So, at that point.
Anyway, but not only vote for the president, vote and know the people in your neighborhoods. Because obviously, if you go vote, you can vote one side or the other, but know the people in your neighborhood so you can have an educated vote. It's not just enough to vote straight Democrat. It's not. You need to know who is on the ballot and what their agendas are.
And vote on a local level too.
That's
know
what
your
I'm saying.
mayors,
Yeah.
know everybody. Know your politics. I'm telling you, when you grow up, by the time 18 years old, you have to really get involved in politics. I know it gets exhausting. I know it gets depressing and shit, but dead ass, literally get involved in politics because your vote matters the moment you turn 18 years old. There are people that fought for you to vote. Please do the right thing and vote. Whether or not you agree with somebody, like Mikey said, lesser of two evils. You have to choose which one is less. Which one do you hate less? Okay,
which one are you vote. Less likely to get ran down by the KKK with?
Basically, vote. Trust me. Vote. Please vote. Please vote. Your district matters. Your state matters. The person that you put in office in Congress, everybody matters. You need to get into politics. Vote. Continue, Mikey. I'm sorry, I had to.
Oh no, you're good.
Look it up. Information's online. It's out there. You look it up. It takes a couple paragraphs to read. Vote. I just need you to vote, please. For the love of God, vote. I get so tired of having to tell people like, "Hey, man, you should go vote." Oh, nigga, I didn't even know you voted. Yeah, I'm like, my nigga. I get that I'm black, bro. And black people don't vote. I get the stereotype. We need to vote.
More than ever.
We need to vote, bro. It's not hard. Educate yourselves. Read, please. Read. Because the more you know, the less power they have.
For real. And we need to also defund the police. We need to defund the police. We need to stop with the segregation. Like, race was literally invented to divide. There's no such thing as black race, the white race, no, we're all fucking human. Shout out to Jane Elliott. Love that beautiful young white lady or old white lady. But I mean, if you've been on Twitter, you've seen some of her videos, and she just speaks nothing but fire. She has been
fire. She is gas. I want you to know, she needs to come back. Real talk. Need to come back with some other shit. Like, you niggas got me fucked up. I'm back.
But it's just crazy how separated we are. When people say the left did this, the right did this, Antifa and conservative and fuck all of that. I need some water. But anyway, fuck all of that.
I'm starting to get a little bit dry.
Because that there is an even more divisive tactic to divide us all. Who the fuck cares if you're a label? Because that's all they are. They're just labels. At the end of the day, we are all human. Everybody breathes the same breath. Air, well, I should say air.
We killing that. Y'all niggas still burning down our trees. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Continue. I'm sorry. I got issues. I'm sorry.
I know. We all breathe the same
niggas poison ivy,
same
bro.
air. We all bleed the same type of blood. All of our blood is red. Some of y'all blood may be purple, but that's a different subject for a different, But
What's wrong with you?
We got aliens now.
no,
Go
like
ahead.
if you don't eat right, your blood will turn purple.
Yeah, you
But-
make sure your diets and shit is all good, y'all. Drink water.
But yes, in closing, I just have to say, like, we have to stop with the segregation. We have to stop the division. We can't live under labels. We can't. There's no space in life for labels, to the extent that if I see that you're a fuck you call that librarian.
What?
That's how much I don't give a fuck about those labels. If you're conservative, I still can't what is
Liberals?
it? Liberal, there we go.
Okay,
if you're
okay.
conservative, you're liberal. Man, I don't give a fuck
You having
about
a
that
stroke?
shit. We shouldn't have to give a fuck about that shit. We shouldn't. Because at the end of the day, everybody just wants everybody to be peaceful. Well, at least black people do. And that lady was right. You are lucky we're not out for revenge.
I'm telling you, if we want to,
Because if we were, it would already have been done.
Yo, I probably
It would
wouldn't have been
already
born.
have been done.
A libertarian?
A libertarian. Oh.
But that's my piece on it. Please, if you take anything away from it, just take the Monopoly metaphor. We've been playing this game for so long and nothing has been given to us. And when we did start winning, they pitched a fit and they flipped the table. Now we're not playing anymore and we don't have anything to play. We don't have any buildings. We don't have any land. There's nothing. We can't burn down our own communities because we don't own anything. So the communities that we live in, they are just spaces that we dwell. We don't own anything. This house, I bought it, but I don't own it. I don't own the land under it. The bank owns the land. I can't take this house and uproot it and take it with me. The bank owns this land. So that's what I'm saying. Oh, that's a... Well, we already know who owns the bank. That's not even a question. So, we have to fight the powers that be. Because if we don't fight, we won't live much longer. This is a life and death situation. Because now it's at the forefront of everything. So if we don't vote out these racist people who are making all the laws, if we don't come up with a better solution for policing, then they're going to kill us. And that is just the reality of everything. There's no woulda, shoulda, coulda with that. I'm done.
And that was a 2-hour, 18-minute podcast, my brethren.
That was nice.
How y'all feeling after that? I know we've been
nice.
holding it in for like a week.
Oh man, I feel great.
I can't front you, dog.
I feel great.
I've been holding that in for a brick. I feel amazing. Yeah. I feel I'm gonna go outside and stare at nature after this. Get me some food, some good eats with my brothers and all that. Everybody watching this, whether it's on YouTube, Twitch, listening to Spotify.
Hey, before you say that, hold on. Support black business, please.
Oh yeah.
Support black business, and also black business. Y'all got to come down on some of these prices, yo.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
If you want people to support your business, you have to know the people who
are supporting you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, we don't have that kind of money. I can't pay $134 for some fucking jeans. Yo, Bring that shit down, son.
You better give us
I
some.
would love to have those jeans, but goddamn.
Give us some first time or 30% off. You know, some something.
All I'm
Shit.
saying is, like, black people. We have to get it together. We can rebuild. We can rebuild Black Wall Street. We can. And I wish a motherfucker would nowadays come and try and burn our shit down. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, support black business. Black business, support your people. It's really not about just supporting black business. Our black business have to support our people too. That's just on God. No cap.
No cap.
On God, no cap.
On God, no cap. You ready?
All right.
Ready to get it off?
That's
All right, y'all. That's gonna be it for this episode. I'm gonna upload it straight up to YouTube. I'm gonna try to get the MP3 out on Spotify, out on Anchor as soon as possible. Like I said, if you're watching this on Spotify or YouTube and or Twitch, rate the podcast, leave a like on the joints. Whatever the streaming platform you're getting this on, rate the podcast as well. Go check out everybody's links in the description section below if you're watching this on YouTube. Shout out Mikey's Twitter, MikeyJTV, and Adioku, all on Twitter. You already know my shit, the Sacred Almighty, you know the vibes. Remember, thank you so much for everybody that came through, listened to the whole thing, that watched the whole thing. Thank you, honestly. We appreciate y'all because I want you to know we've been holding this shit in for like a week or so. I've been mad for a week or so. And I still am. So I still am 100%. Love you all. Love you all. Remember, all lives can't matter until Black lives matter. That's it. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye, guys. Love y'all. That was a fire, boy. That shit was gas. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Niggas don't want war with me, boy. I'm good with this shit. Let's go. Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Oh, I'm still alive. Oh, shit.